I grew up in Minnesota and got my undergraduate degree at Valparaiso University in Indiana in meteorology, and then came here to CSU right after that to start working on my master's here in the atmospheric science department. Finished my master's degree in December of 2003, and now starting my PhD program here, working under Dr. Johnson, who's the same advisor I had for my master's work. And the work I did for my master's was identifying some of the different radar, the structures that storms, how they appear on radar that produce extreme rainfall, which can then sometimes lead to flash flooding. And so we identified these patterns that typically come up in the central part of the U.S. And the next step, what we want to do is to try and simulate these patterns using numerical models to see if we can understand more about how they form and why they persist and why these storms can produce 5 or 6 or 10 inches of rain in one location over a fairly short period of time. These sorts of storms are very interesting, and they don't occur all that often, but they're very destructive when they do occur, and so it's interesting, and hopefully we can find out more about them so that can save, with good forecasts, save lives and property, and people will have more lead time. The research that comes out of here, not only from our group, but all the different groups here, there's just so much of it, and it all seems to be very cutting edge and important in our field, and the variety of faculty members we have here really make it possible to get a good education, because you know that when you're taking a class from one of these professors, they're one of the top experts in the world, and so they know, the cutting edge, the newest ideas and the newest research, and so it's, that when you're taking a class or talking to them for some other reason, that they know what's going on. Dr. Johnson has been just really great to work with. He's one of the top people in the field, but he's also very down to earth and very open to working with his students. He seems to always be around, and you can always just knock on his door and go in, but at the same time he's not bugging you all the time to see what you're doing. He lets you work at your own pace, and so it's a very good situation. He has done and continues to do some of the most important research in the area of convection and storms, and so it's a good situation to work with him. When I first came to CSU, I received a one-year graduate fellowship from the American Meteorological Society, and they give those out every year to a small number of graduating seniors who are going on to graduate school, and so I was fortunate to get one of those for my first year here. And then I've been supported under a research assistantship also, doing my research for Dr. Johnson. And then also last year I received the Herbert Reel Award, which is an award in our department for the graduate student who's done outstanding research up to their master's degree.